So, okay, let me open Class Dojo a moment.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Samuel. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Hello, teacher. Hello, teacher.
Hello, Manjarres, right? Or no, Nico. Oh, right?
Yes,
Es que no
Nicholas.
estoy viendo la pantalla.
Hello, teacher.
How are you? Hello.
Pues aquí la noticia es que están llegando unas alertas de unas máquinas que ya tenemos apagadas.
Eso.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
Hello, Angel. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Thanks. That's great. Okay,
Good
so
morning, teacher.
hello, Lucas. How are you?
Fine.
Teacher.
How are you, kids? Okay, so how many people is here? Let me share my screen. Eh, okay, 13 people. Let's wait a little bit.
Profe, ya vamos a empezar o vamos a esperar.
2 or 3 minutes, Nico,
Okay.
because there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people that have not get inside here. Voy a ver más bien quiénes están. Voy a ponerles un OK en vez de eso. No, más bien ahorita llamo lista normal. So, Carlos, Daniel, Laura, Lucas. Por ahora, F. Sara está, Nico está. Javier todavía no llega. Ya no la veo. Valerie Ruiz, tenemos 2. Laura Natalia no ha llegado. Juanes no ha llegado. Reyes ya está. Ángel ya está. Perea no está. Laura Palacios tampoco. Violeta. Violeta no ha llegado, ¿cierto? Moreno, Sara Moreno está. Mora está. Manjarres no está. No, no ha llegado. Hello, Valerie. Dana Bonilla. Violeta Verastegui, no lo veo. Daniela aún no llega. Y Jorge aún no llega. Uy, falta mucha gente. Porfa, si pueden escribirles que no demoren, ¿vale, chicos? Para que podamos retomar bien la clase con todos, porque ustedes saben que el concepto que estábamos viendo ayer no es tan sencillo. Hello, Valeria. How are you? Hello, Violeta. Hello, Valeria and Violeta. How are you? Can you listen to me, kids? don't know why you can listen, but okay, anyway, no problem. And right now, do you hear better or the same? Better or the same? The same?
No, teacher, I hear you good.
That's interesting because okay, only 18 people. Let's wait until it's 10 and 35 because we need to move forward, okay?
Teacher, no se escucha ahora sí.
¿Ahora sí me escuchan?
Sí, profe.
Sí,
Ah, sí, es que,
profe,
profe,
ya.
tenías como
Sí, mi
silenciado
amor.
algo.
Sí, tienen toda la
Ahí.
razón. Es que estaba probando porque ahorita tenía el micrófono apagado, pero me escuchaban. Pero creo que es que demora un poco el micrófono como en perder toda la corriente que le pasa por dentro. Y ahí sí ya dejó de escucharse. Pero bueno, okay, let's start, kids, because I think that the other people. Okay, ¿Jorge está? No.
No sé, profe.
Verastegui, no, is not here.
No.
Dana and Lina are not here. Dilam are not is not here. Juan José is not here. Wow. Laura Palacios, Perea, not. Ah, Perea, creo que lo vi. No, pero no, Perea
No,
no lo
profe, no
veo.
está, no está.
Juanes, sí está.
Ujú.
Natalia,
Teacher, I'm here.
¿quién? ¿Daniela?
Teacher,
Sí, ya te quité
I
la.
am here.
Yes, yes.
Daniela,
Look, look,
yes.
look. You don't have.
Ah, okay,
You
okay,
don't
okay.
have.
Thanks.
Who
Yes,
else?
yes, yes, I see.
Torregrosa not, and Isabella is not here. Okay, let's begin because we really need to remember a lot of things from yesterday. So, kids, yesterday we were working. Oh, hello, Jorge. Hello, Jorge. How are you? Manja, vea pues. Ah, esto ya, ahorita se los envío al otro curso. Manja. Okay, we were working with this presentation yesterday. Okay, and we were going to talk about homothecy, but we focused more in other two concepts. Let me check the chat. Eh, teacher? No, 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 no. The video conference is only 1 hour, but I will tell you what you do in the second one after that, after I explain. Okay, Carol? So we were talking about homothecy. And we were saying that homotheses are not isometries because the size can change. The shape stays the same, right? But the size can change. That is why they are not isometries because the isometries preserve the size and also the shape, right? But in homothesis, the size changes. And I will show you an homothesis later. Don't worry. But before showing you the actual homothesis, you need to understand what were the congruence and the similarity. And for similarity, sorry, for congruence, we said that congruence means that everything is completely equal. The shape, the size, the corresponding elements. For example, this part corresponds with this one, and they are equal. This angle is the same than this angle. This angle is the same than this angle, and everything is completely equal, right? And remember, we use this symbol, the equal, with this little line over that, um, for talking about congruence. But no, Samuel, Alex is not the second hour. The activity for the second hour is not going to be in Alex. Okay. So the problem is starts when we talk about similarity. But that is what we were talking a lot about yesterday. Similarity means that the shape, la forma, the shape is the same, okay? But the size may change. It can be smaller, it can be bigger, but if the shape is exactly the same, um, well, it means that they are similar. And remember, in español, you can say semejante. You don't use the word similar in Spanish because it's wrong. In español is semejante, right? But in English is similar or similarity. Well, so in the next slide, I show you these two triangles that they are supposed to be similar. So this one, rotated this triangle in order uh, to have them both in the same position. And you could see that you have color sideds because this is in exactly the same position than this. Chicos, pregunta, ¿me confirman porfa si se oye o se me es? Sí, es
Sí,
que
profe,
algo
se oye.
pasó. ¿Me ven? ¿Me ven? ¿Ven lo que estoy? Se
No, profe.
desconectó. ¿Ya
Ah,
lo
sí,
ven?
sí, sí.
Porque es que
Sí,
Sí,
solo
tarda.
profe, sí. Se ve y
pensaba
te
que sí
escucho.
se te
Gracias,
veía la
porque es que
cámara o
estoy en
algo
otro
así.
computador.
Sí,
Estoy en otro computador y se desconectó el internet de ese computador. No entiendo por qué. Es un poco extraño. Voy a volver a unirme con ese. Pero bueno. O sea, pero ustedes me escuchan, ¿sí?
sí, profe.
Ah, bueno, listo. Entonces yo
Vemos
sigo.
si te escuchamos ahí en la...
Perfecto. Yo sigo entonces y más bien me olvido de ese otro computador. Porfa, si alguien empieza a ingresar, a intentar ingresar, como no estoy viendo desde el otro computador, entonces le voy a pedir el favor a Nicolás que me avise cada vez que alguien intente entrar a la clase para que yo pueda ver. ¿Listo? Por si no me suena la notificación. ¿Vale,
Bueno,
Nico?
profe. Sí.
Gracias. Sí, no sé qué pasó con el otro compu. Bueno, so, I was saying that I flipped, lo giré, to have them in the same orientation. And you can see that this side corresponds with this one. It means that they are in the same position. Corresponding means that is in the same position. Perdón. Es ahí tan horrible. Bueno, excuse me about that. And the same for the vertices, right? This point corresponds with this one. A corresponds with Y because they are in the same position. That is clear, right? Okay, remember that I am not looking to the chat, so if there is a question, please open your microphone and talk. So, tell me, Violeta.
Teacher question. The congruence no sería an
Exactly, yes.
isometry
Es que
because
the congruence is not a transformation. The congruence is something that we can say about two figures. We can say this figure is congruent to the other one. But a transformation is a specific thing that you do to one figure to produce a resulting figure, and the resulting figure is congruent. Congruence is something that we can say about two figures, and the isometries are transformations that give you a congruent figure.
Sorry.
Yes, someone is trying to get inside.
Profe, tengo una
Tell me.
pregunta.
Teacher, hay...
Espérame,
es que...
espérame. Valeria primero. Hello, Valeria, tell me.
Hola, profe, es que tengo una pregunta. En la diapositiva anterior los triángulos estaban de 3 diferentes colores. Es que lo que no entendí bien, ¿qué significan los colores?
Ya te digo. Espérame, borro las
Profe, yo
inasistencias.
tengo esa misma pregunta.
Ok, perfect. Ya les respondo. Palacios Perea entró. Natalia, Isabela entró. Javier Villamizar entró, perdón, Javier Torregrosa entró. ¿Veo? No está. Ok. The colors. Los colores. Ay, bueno. The colors means. This is only something that I. Ay, Dios mío, ahora llegaron más. Verastegui, pero Verastegui ya había entrado. Bueno, Dana también entró, ¿cierto?
Mi señora Dana estaba
Sí,
adentro.
señora, ahí está. Ahí está. Thank you. Ok, again. Presentación desde la diapositiva actual. The colors is just to represent that this is similar, this one is similar to this one. So they have some things that occupy the same position in the two figures. For example, the pink is pink and this one is also pink because they are in the same position, right? It doesn't mean that every similar figure has to be of different colors. No, it's not like that. The colors is to help you understand that this part is in the same position than this one, right? Then this part is in the same position than this one, right? And that is why we call them corresponding. When you have the corresponding elements of a figure are elements that occupy the same position. Is it more clear, kids? Jorge and Valeria and everyone. So Valeria understood, right? And Jorge?
So.
So? Okay. Let me explain that to you with the next slide. Look at this slide. You have two figures that are similar. Obviously, you can see that they have the same shape and the size is not the same. Look, this is the triangle ABC. Look, ABC. And the other one is the triangle DEF. Look at these colors. And Jorgito, please close your microphone. Look at these colors. The A is connected with the D because this point is in the same position in the other figure than this one. They are corresponding vertices. This, the V, is connected with the A. ¿Por qué? Because the V and the E are in the same position. They are corresponding vertices. And the same with the C and the F. They occupy the same position, miren. F and C, they are in the same position. And you can also say it with the sides and the angles. Why do we, por qué los, perdón, les digo esto en español, ¿por qué los ángulos los estamos marcando tan raro? Unos con una rayita, otros con dos rayitas, otros con tres, para representar que son la misma medida que los correspondientes. Este de dos rayitas mide lo mismo que este de dos rayitas. They are corresponding angles. This one measures the same than this one. They are corresponding. And this with this. So you have corresponding angles, angles that occupy the same position in the two figures. And the same with the sides. The example of the sides is here. This side is in the same position than this one. That is why I colored it with the same color. This one is in the same position than this one. And this one is in the same position than this one. Jorgito, better? Or still any question?
No, better, teacher. I
That's it, so
understand.
corresponding. And why do we need to know what are corresponding elements? Jorgito, close your microphone, please. Every time that you talk and you stop talking, this is for everyone. When you talk and then you stop, please close again the microphone. because you know that you can see that I am here in the slides. Thank you. So we need to know corresponding elements because that is what, tell me,
Teacher, congruence
completely
es
equal,
igual,
size and
¿cierto?
shape. Exactly.
Completamente igual.
And similarity, Laura?
Ok. Similarity es que cambia la forma, cambia el tamaño, más no la figura y tampoco cambian los ángulos.
Exactly, exactly. That's it. That's it. So that is what I was going to tell you. And let me show you again in GeoGebra. Lo voy a hacer súper rápido. Ay, yo lo tenía abierto y lo cerré. The easiest way to know that two figures are similar, I am going to do it like this. Like that. And ahora lo voy a hacer del... Perdón. A ver. I think it's good. It's good. So, these two figures are similar. I think, I hope so. Creo que sí la hice bien. Yes, more or less. Casi, casi, casi. Let me... it's supposed that yes. Tan raro. Ah, ya. ¿Sí ven? Cualquier cosita, cualquier cambio chiquitico puede afectar. Ok. These two figures are similar. You can see that more or less the shape is overall the same, but you cannot know for sure because imagine that we moved it a little bit, that the difference is imperceptible. So they would not be similar, even if they seem a lot like that. So the easiest way to confirm the similarity of figures is to compare the measures of corresponding angles. So this angle, which is the angle CVA, measures 63.43 degrees. Now I am going to ask someone. Valerie Nicole, are you here, Valerie?
Yes, I am here,
Okay,
teacher.
Valerie, can you please tell me the corresponding angle to this one in the other figure? The angle that is in the same position.
The angle that is in the same position that Debbie.
Exactly, that the one with the
The
bird.
E.
Well, the angle that is in the vertex B, so this one, FED, perfect. And they don't measure the same, so the figures are similar?
No, because it need
No,
to say the same
the angles, all of the
grado.
angles should measure the same, the corresponding, no? What happened? I suppose that as I did it with the naked eye, lo hice a ojo, seguramente me equivoqué, pero lo vamos a solucionar. Miren, algo pasa y creo que es por esto. You see? Let's check. Ay, Dios mío. Ahora sí, look. You see? A little insignificant change can make the corresponding angles do not measure the same. So the shape overall, it's similar, it's close, but not the same. So they are not similar. And if we confirm it with the other angles, let me try to do this really fast because I need to move forward. This one has to measure the same than this one. Can you see that they measure the same? Exactly. That's great. But Now, let me uh, make something because I want you to see the measures. I want you to see the measures of the sides to exemplify another property of the similarity. Valor. Ah, no, el polígono no, segmento. Valor. Para que salga el número. Otro segmento. Segmento. Valor. El F, el F, el F. Ya. I think everything is fine. Yes, you can see the measures of the. You can see them. You can see the measures of the sides, right, kids? Ah, espere que no confirmé
Yes,
el
teacher.
ángulo. Okay, thank you. That is
Teacher,
something that I am going to use to explain something in a moment.
Yes.
Angie Lascano, who are you, Angie Lascano? I hope you're Laura Sofía.
Teacher,
Profe, soy yo,
sorry.
sino que me pasó algo en el computador y no puedo entrar.
Ah, okay. Don't worry, Javier. No problem.
Javier.
Yes, Nico. Tell me.
No, nada.
Okay. So let's look at the second at the next slide. Because the easiest way to determine if two figures are similar is by comparing the corresponding angles, yes? But that is not the only property of similar figures. Ay, Dios.
Teacher,
Tell me.
pasa que es que a Laura Natalia Ruiz Tunubala se le cayó el internet y no puede continuar en la reunión para
Dale,
que
no
no
te
le ponga.
preocupes. No, tranquila. Ok, vale. Vale, no hay lío. Eh, ok, pues bueno, se la voy a quitar, pero igual, espérame, escribo. Es que con minúscula luego mayúsculas. Ok, thanks. I was saying, the easiest form or way to know that the figures are similar is by comparing the corresponding angles. If all of the corresponding angles have the same measure, congratulations, the figures are similar. But there is another property that is really useful, which is the proportionality of the similar figures. Because you can know, it's a little bit harder, but you can know that figures are similar by comparing the measures of the sides, even if the measures are different. Look at this slide and tell me, please, what do you see that is special between the measures of these sides and the measures of these sides? Okay, please write in the chat
Sí, profe,
what is
entendí.
special. Ok, que me digan por favor qué particularidad, qué cosa especial ven de las medidas de los lados, de un lado, de unos lados respecto a las otras.
Ah,
That the sites have different names.
No, that's not. It doesn't matter. The names doesn't matter. I'm talking about the measures of the sides.
Ah,
Teacher,
¿Qué?
I
Tell me.
think I think
how
that the difference is that in the first figure is that is two in the both sides and up down is one and in the other es el doble, ¿no? Pues hay cuatro y
Exactly.
dos.
Exactly. That is the easiest way to understand it in this specific case. Of course, it doesn't happen the same. But sorry.
No
eh,
problem.
but yes, Valeria is right. The measures of these are the double than the smaller triangle. So 4 is the double of the corresponding, which is 2. 2 is the double of the corresponding, which is 1. And 4 is the double of the corresponding, which is also 2. Yes, in this case, it's the double. Yes, but in some cases can be the triple or 4 times or 5 times or even decimal
It's
relationship.
like exponents, teacher. O sea, like
No,
exponent,
no,
but
no,
in
no,
the
no.
other figure. I don't know.
No, it's not exponents. No, no, no. It's not exponents. I will show you with the other example that I have in GeoGebra that in that example we use decimals, right? But this one is
But
easy.
I don't understand.
Close your microphones and let me continue. Yes. Thank you. Look. Remember that we have correspond. Espérame,
Oye,
cierro el
apaga el
micrófono.
micrófono.
Si es, estoy, eso voy a hacer. Ay, thank you, Jorge. Remember that we have corresponding sides and elements in general. We have corresponding points, corresponding angles, corresponding sides also. So this one is corresponding with this is corresponding with this. They are in the same position. It doesn't matter that they are flipped and that, but the corresponding of this one is this because they are in the same position, right? So we have a relationship of the double. Look, if we divide 4 by 2, look, 4 divided by 2, remember that fractions are also divisions. If we divide 4 divided by 2, we get 2. It's the double. That means that the 4 is the double than this. If we divide, look at this one. I am going to make the corresponding of this side with this side. If we divide this measure by this other measure, the corresponding, look, 2 divided by 1, the result is also 2, which means that those are also the double. This one is the double of this one. And what happens if we divide this with this? We are going to get the same. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So all of the sides for the first figure are the double of the sides of the corresponding sides of the second figure. That is also a property of similarity. And look, these divisions and the results that we get are called similarity ratio. O sea, una razón de semejanza o razón de proporcionalidad. This is a number that you get when you divide corresponding sides if the figures are similar. Let me explain that with the other example. And I am going to ask some people. Let me use ClassDojo here. And let me use GeoGebra here. And let me close.
Teacher, I don't understand.
Ya sé, Daniela. Por eso voy a explicar, Daniela. Ush, terrible, Daniela. Sí, chicos, ya les explico otra vez. Yo sé que esto es un concepto complejo. Tranquilos. Don't worry. Look, actually, Daniela is going to help me. Hello, Daniela. Talk again, please.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Daniela?
Fine, thanks.
Okay. So, Daniela, please. I am going to select this side. Mira, you know that these two figures. Ay, Dios. Me voy a volver loco con este programa. These two figures are similar because all of the angles measure exactly the
Are
same.
exactly the same.
Exactly. So we are going to confirm that using the proportionality that I was talking about. So you are going to help me and hopefully you and everyone is going to understand after this example. So I want to start with which figure do you want to start? With the big one or with the small one? It doesn't
With
matter.
the big one.
Okay, so let's start with the big one. Okay, So I am going to start with this side. This side measures 6. So I am going to use the number 6. And I am going to divide it by the measure of the corresponding side in the other figure. What is the measure of that corresponding side, Daniela? If I select this one, what is the measure in the other one?
Three?
Yes, 3, because this is the corresponding side to this one. So it's 6 and 3. 6 divided by 3. And Daniela, what is 6 divided by 3?
Moment.
Ay, Daniela, Jesucristo.
Two.
2, yes, Daniela, 2. Ah, también nos salió por 2. Doesn't matter. It's not always going to be 2. Okay? In other examples, we can have other results, other similarity ratios. So now I am going to do it with the other side. Permíteme borro esto. Ay, no, no se puede borrar los círculos. Anyway, now I am going to select, we started with the big one, right, Daniela? Bueno, digamos que dices que sí. So we continue starting with the big one, but now I want to select this side, which measure is 8,94. Daniela, can you please tell me the measure of the corresponding side in the other figure? Daniela, hello. F,
Teacher,
Daniela?
I didn't listen
Ah,
you.
okay. The other people listen to me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so it's not my problem. It's yours, Daniela. But
Yes,
terrible.
teacher.
Terrible, Daniela. Okay, so Daniela, look. I am going, I started with this one right now. Okay, can you please tell me the measure of the corresponding side in the other figure? Daniela.
What, teacher? I didn't
¿No me escuchas?
understand you.
¿No me
I
escuchas?
don't listen. No, te escucho trabadísimo. No te entiendo.
Ok, voy a hablar súper despacio para que me entiendas. Daniela, look, this measure is this one. Can you please tell me the measure of the corresponding side in this one? What should I put here?
4,47.
That's great. And now let's make this division in the calculator. So, esta cosa horrible. 4, no, espere, sorry, 0,00. 8,94 divided 4,47. Oh, what a surprise. We got 2. Now let's do it with the last one. Okay, the last one is 8,25. Can you tell me the other, Daniela?
4,12.
12. Ok, and let me speak in Spanish, kids. Aquí sale 4,12, pero ustedes saben que a veces los instrumentos electrónicos o los programas aproximan, ¿vale? Esto en realidad es 4,125, ¿vale? Lo puedo saber precisamente porque sé que el resultado tiene que ser 2, ¿vale? Y si lo hacemos así, nos va a dar 2. Ya les digo, ya lo hacemos y les confirmo desde el programa. Vamos a hacer que el programa nos muestre más decimales. ¿Listo? 8,25 divided 4,125. You see, it's 2. And let me confirm that to you. if you don't believe, it's the side, this one, 4,12, 4,12, where is it? Where is it? This one,
Teacher,
tell me.
I don't understand anything de lo que tú estás hablando.
Ok,
No
Laura.
sé si estamos hablando otra vez de eso de similarity o si no
Sí,
me confundieron.
sí. Perdón, les recuerdo. Similarity la pueden confirmar midiendo los ángulos correspondientes y todos deben ser iguales, ¿listo? Esa es la manera más fácil de confirmar la semejanza. Bien,
Teacher,
pero esperen. Pero cuando hay figuras semejantes, también pasa esto de la proporcionalidad, que es que si ustedes cogen las longitudes de los lados correspondientes y las dividen, sea cual sea la pareja de lados correspondientes que escojan, les va a dar lo mismo si son semejantes las figuras. Si cogen el 6 y el 3 los dividen, les da 2. Si cogen el 8,25 y el 4,12, les da 2. Si cogen este con su correspondiente, les da 2, como lo pueden ver
Pero,
acá.
profe, ¿pero por qué
Sí,
nos da dos en todo?
porque esa es porque esa es una propiedad de la semejanza. Se va a mantener esa relación proporcional entre los lados. ¿Listo?
O sea que todo me tiene que
profe,
dar dos para que me quede bien.
Pero en este ejemplo y en el anterior fue coincidencia, salió que nos da 2, pero en otros ejemplos nos puede dar 3 o nos puede dar 1,3 o nos puede dar 231. Depende,
Mm,
pero no siempre, o sea, tiene que dar 2 todos los lados de un solo ejemplo, pero en otro ejemplo
ok.
puede ser el resultado diferente, ¿vale? Tell me, Violeta.
Entonces, para saber qué
teacher.
me... Ah, bueno.
Espera, déjame hablar a Laura y luego
Ok,
sigo con Violeta. Laura.
Entonces, para saber que está bien, bueno, la figura, todos los lados nos tienen que dar dos. Digamos, dos son pues los tres lados y cada uno nos da un número diferente. ¿Eso está bien o eso está mal?
Está mal. Está mal, porque
Entonces,
mira,
para todo...
voy a cambiar esto y vamos a hacer otro ejemplo, ¿listo? Y Violeta
profe,
habla mientras tanto. Tell me, Violeta.
teacher, no tengo ni la menor idea de dónde estás sacando los números con los que divides. Los
Es el
ocho,
De
ángulo.
aquí, mira, Violeta, mira los lados.
El ángulo
Mira,
de cada cosito.
o sea, ¿en dónde
no, los lados.
encuentras el 8, algo? En
Ya te
Es
el...
el
digo.
ángulo, ¿no?
No
No, es el
entendí
lado.
nada.
Ahí
It's the
mismo.
side. Mira,
Es como el
mira.
numerito que está en la
6 and
línea.
3. 6 and 3.
Estoy Ajá.
Este, 8,94 and 4,47. 8,94, 4,47. The measures of the corresponding
Ok.
sides. And look at this one. 8,25, which is this
Ok.
side, with 4,12. Pero pues es 4,125 porque el programa nos quita un decimal. ¿Vale?
Ok,
Let me
porque
change.
teacher,
Tell me.
entonces para saber que tengo bien, todos tienen que dar el mismo número.
Exactly. Now let me show you another example. Les voy a poner otro ejemplo.
Teacher,
Tell me.
and that and the example that I do are that you explain that I don't understand. You understand?
No, please translate it in
Okay,
Spanish.
okay. O sea, la cosita esa que hice de las divisiones, eso es lo que yo no había entendido. Ah, ok,
Ajá, exactly.
ok, ya entendí.
I think. Espérame,
Ok,
3,
ok.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Listo. Okay. Look, I am going to put the measures of the angles here outside. Please close everyone microphone. Please close it. Te apuesto que es Jorge, Jorgito. Ah, no, es Daniel, Daniel. Thank you.
Daniel, eso. Gracias, profe.
No, you're welcome. Eso, thank you. Okay, be careful. Everyone should be careful. I don't know why you activate your microphones randomly. Maybe you don't know and see and press the button, or I don't know. So I changed the triangle, the examples, but look, these two are similar because all of the corresponding angles measure the same. Cuidado chicos, este ya es otro ejemplo, solo que usé las mismas figuras y las modifiqué. So, 90 degrees with 90 degrees, 53,13 with 53,13, 36,87 and 36,87. They are similar, yes or no? Do we agree? ¿Estamos de acuerdo en que son similares, semejantes?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Okay, yes. Now we are going to see the thing of the sides, the proportionality of the sides with these examples. So, in this example, I decide, porque me lo saqué de mis más profundos deseos, que voy a empezar por el pequeño. No importa si empiezas por el pequeño o el grande, ¿vale? Pero debes mantener siempre el mismo orden. So we are going to compare the measures here. This one, which is 2, with this one, which is the corresponding, the side that is in the same position. And look, it's 8. 2 divided by 8. Ahorita miramos el resultado. The other one, 1.5 divided by 6. Miren, correspondientes, corresponding,
Teacher,
yes?
teacher no es 1, es 2.
1,5.
Sí, profe, pero en la figura aparece 2,5.
Estás viendo el lado que no es, mira el que estoy señalando. ¿Ves? 1.5 and 6. 1.5.
Teacher,
Ay, espérenme, chicos, ahorita les dejo hablar, ¿sí? A ver, pregunten en el chat, porque no me dejan terminar la explicación y lo que hacemos es confundirnos todos. Y por favor, atentos. 2,5 no es el correspondiente de 6, así que no puedo estar hablando de ese lado, chicos. Estamos hablando de los correspondientes. Ahí sí ven. Espérenmelo. Con el que ocupa la misma posición. This with its corresponding. This 1.5, look, 1.5 with this one, 6. Yes, we will see the result later. And the other one. 2.5 with 10. Okay, with 10. Now, I am going to see the questions right now. Let me finish to find these results. And later, perdón, borro todo lo que no tiene que ver con ustedes. Later, we will ask the questions. Close the microphones, please. Okay, 2 divided by 8. Let's do it in the calculator just because we need it fast. 2 divided by 8 is 0,25. Ay, Dios mío. 0,25. ¿Listo? 1.5 divided by 6. 1.5 divided by 6. Oh, what a surprise. 0,25. And 2.5 divided by 10. Oh, 0,25. The result is the same. Look. What a coincidence. And this number is called the similarity ratio or proportionality ratio. Perdón por mi letra tan horrible, chicos. Es que escribir con esta tablet es un poco difícil. Bueno, ahora sí pregunten. Tell me, Violeta.
So, one question. If, digamos, nosotros en vez de hacer, o sea, tú en vez de hacer 2 dividido 8, sería 8 dividido 2.
El resultado
Daría lo
cambiaría. No,
El
no da el
resultado.
0,25, pero si los haces, si cambias los órdenes de todos, sí daría el mismo. Vamos a hacerlo, Violeta. ¿Listo?
Ok.
Vamos a hacerlo al revés aquí. So, ok. 8 divided by 2, 6 divided by 1.5, and 10 divided by 2.5. 8 divided by 2 is 4. ¿Vale? Let's use the calculator to calculate 6 divided by 1.5. It's 4. ¿Mm? And 10 divided by 2.5. Oh, it's 4. ¿Mm? You see? It's the same. So this is another similarity ratio. Be careful, kids. This is important. What happens? That here we are comparing the big one with the small one. So we can say that the big one is 4 times the small one. But in this other example, we are comparing the small one with the big one. So we can say that the small one is 0.25 of the big one. Yes, the order matter in this situation. Now, questions.
Pero, teacher, no, o
Yes,
sea, los dos resultados estarían bien.
yes, because
Okay.
because you are comparing from one to the other, and if you do it in the other way, it's other thing.
Okay.
What here it means, ¿qué significa este número? That the big one, el grande, es 4 veces más grande que el pequeño. Pero aquí significa que el pequeño es 0.25 lo que es el grande. Es un
Hola.
cuarto. Hello. Is it clear, Violeta?
No. Can you volver a explain qué pasa con el 0.25 y el 4?
Ok.
El 4, o sea, el 4 significa que el grande es 4 veces más grande que el chiquito, pero el
Perfecto.
0.25, ¿cuánto? ¿Qué es?
0.25, ¿qué es en fracción? 0.25 es un cuarto. ¿Listo?
Ok.
Ustedes, si no se acuerdan, pues es normal, pero sabíamos convertir decimales a fracciones. 0.25 es un cuarto. Quiere decir que el pequeño es un cuarto del otro.
Un cuarto pequeño.
Un cuarto del grande. El pequeño es una cuarta parte del grande.
O sea, pequeño, más
Sí,
grande.
más pequeño. ¿Mm?
Ok, ya entendí.
Es como decir, claro, este no es el ejemplo, pero la mitad. Decir que el pequeño es la mitad del grande. Es algo parecido, ¿no? Pero en este caso no
Ok.
es la mitad, sino es un cuarto. Si ven que el orden importa, the order matters in these situations. ¿Mm? Is it more clear, kids?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So, if you have questions, it's the time because I am going to move forward and hopefully you are able to create similar figures of your own. But right now, it's the moment to ask. Okay, no questions? Okay, that's great. So, let me enlarge this. Está blanco porque necesito la cuadrícula. Formato de fondo, cuadrícula. ¿Qué pasó? Ya la veo. Espérenme, inclino un poco más mi pantalla. Thank you. Okay, that's great. So imagine that I have this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vamos a ponerlo de 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bueno, tú. No, mejor. Perdón, porque es que una medida va a ser decimal y... Ah, no, mentiras, en GeoGebra. Other one. Vamos a hacerlo con triángulos, que es lo más fácil porque son más poquitos lados. Tú and 3. Ok, ahora permítanme, les pongo los lados aquí. Ay. valor. Mm, perdón, I, G, aquí están. Eso. Y este. Ok. Right? So, ay Dios mío. Here we have this. Ya respondo el chat. This is going to be our example. This is going to be our example. So just let's measure the angles just in case. Listo, los voy a poner afuera para que no estorben. Lo mismo los puntos. Yes. Okay, kids. I want to create a similar triangle to this one. But I don't have the other one. Lo tengo que crear de ceros. Okay? So, I am going to use the similarity ratio. Mire, esto, este numerito. Ay, ahora que hice esa cosa horrible. ¿Dónde está eso? Ya, aquí está. Este numerito lo vamos a usar al revés. Vamos a empezar de este para generar los lados. So, we can choose any number that we want as a proportionality or similarity ratio. The biggest the number, the biggest the figure is going to be. Or the smallest, so the figure is going to be smaller. So I am going to select a person only to choose a number. Verastegui, hello, how are you? Hello, Verastegui. Okay, Verastegui, don't worry if you cannot talk. You please select a number, but please not be 2 or 4, because we already had those examples. Any number, Verastegui. Three. I knew it. I knew that you were going to pick 3. So, okay. Let's use the 3. So we are going to select as a proportionality ratio or similarity ratio is the same. Pro. It's going to be 3. So now, permítanme, quito esto que estorba. We have these measures. Vamos a listar las medidas. 1 measure, 2 measure, 3 measures. So this one is 2, this one is 3, and this one is 3.61. What we can do is multiply or divide these numbers by the 3. If we multiply it, we are going to create a bigger triangle, and it's going to be similar with those measures that are the result. But if we divide it, the triangle that results is going to be smaller. It doesn't matter. Let's multiply them because it's easier. So I multiply it by the 3. I multiply it by the 3. And I multiply it by the 3. And the result here is 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. And 3.61 times 3, let's do it in calculator. 3.61 times 3, it's going to be 10.83. So these sides, these results are going to be the sides of new triangle. So let's do it. Let's create it. Okay, so let's create a triangle with the measure 6. Ay, Jesús. Vamos a ponerlo acá. Ahora sí, mucho mejor. Let's create a triangle with the measure 6. And 10, 6 and 9, 6. Entonces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ay, Dios mío. Perdón. Espérenme, lo hago un poquito más abajo porque no me alcanzó la pantalla. Mejor lo hago con segmentos. 6. The other one needs to be 9. 3, 3, 9. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jesucristo. Okay, and let's put the numbers. ¿Ah? Allá. Valor. And this one. Valor. And now, let's join them. ¿Listo? Let's put it. Ay, no, perdón. ¿Qué estoy haciendo? Dios mío. En mis tiempos manejar este programa era más fácil. Me estoy volviendo viejo. 10,7. ¿Qué pasó? Ah, es que moví esto. Perdón. Ya. ¿Sí ven? ¿Qué sucede? ¿Por qué no nos dio exactamente los mismos? Pues porque el programa aproxima, pero miren, 10,83 debería ser 10,83 acá, pero seguramente aproximó hacia abajo y por eso nos dio medida diferente. Ok, now, ahí, let's measure the angles and confirm if they are similar. 90, perfect so far. 56.31, perfect. And this one. 33.69, the two figures are similar because we decided for a proportionality ratio and we calculated the other lengths according to that. So, kids, I know this is a lot. Violeta no me escucha. ¿Alguien más me escuchaba o se perdieron de todo?
Yo te escucho perfecto. Yo te escucho, profe, pero no entiendo.
No se te
Yo tampoco
entiende
entiendo, profe.
Ok,
Yo te escucho, pero no
se te
entiendo,
entiende,
profe. Por dos.
no, sí se te entiende bien a veces se te
A
traba.
veces se
Profe,
corta.
no, a mí no me corta,
Ajá,
sino
tienen
apaguen
razón
porfa sus
todos.
micrófonos y repito la explicación.
Profe, es algo así.
pues,
O
confuso.
algo así.
Apaguen sus micrófonos.
Dormir.
Profe, no me lo deja
¿En qué?
apagar.
¿Cómo que no?
Dale
A ver, espera que lo apago.
control D, así se
Computador.
apaga. En tu teclado pon.
¿Me la apagas?
Ya. Ya, eso. Ok, Nico, ahora apágalo tú, porfa.
Ah, ok.
Ok. Ok. Ay, Dios mío, este programa me va a sacar canas. Me va a volver viejo más rápido de lo que debería. A ver. Vamos a devolvernos. Ok, look. Here we have this triangle. And the measures of the sides are, lo voy a rellenar con arcoíris, 2,
Teacher,
miren. Violeta, tell me. Yes, Violeta. 2, miren, 2. 2 is this one. 3, miren, this one, this 3 is this. And this one, which is 3.61, yes, is this. Where does the 3 come from? The 3, el 3, viene de Nico, porque se le ocurrió, porque quiso, porque se le antojó. El 3 es de Nico. But we are going to use it as a proportionality ratio. Okay? So, how to do it? We are going to find the measures, las medidas, of the similar triangle, a similar triangle to this one. Yes, with the same shape, different size, no problem. So, in this opportunity, we multiply them, porque no tenemos las nuevas. We multiply them, because we have the proportionality ratio. So, 2 times 3 is 6. So, let's create a side of 6. Este es. Ahorita les aparecen las medidas. This one times 3 is 9. Let's create a side of 9. ¿Listo? Ahí está. And this one times 3 is 10.83. Ya si ven que es 6. Si ven que es 9. Vamos a unirlos. Ahí fue que me equivoqué. Me tocó volverlo a correr. Creé una cosa que no existía. Me di cuenta que me equivoqué. Ya lo corregí. Y miren, 10.83. So with the original measures and the proportionality ratio that Nicolás decided, se le dio la gana, perdón por esas palabras, but it doesn't matter, he wanted 3, so we are going to use 3 in this opportunity. With that constant, with that ratio, with that proportionality ratio, which is the 3, mírenlo, we created this, this, and this, the measures of a similar triangle to this one. Yes, these are similar. Let's compare. Let's confirm that. Let's put the angles. And you can see that all of the angles, miren, los angulitos, miren lo mismo.
Teacher, I have a question.
Tell me the question, Jorge.
Why you I don't understand why you need to multiply the 3 by the 2 by the 3 and by 3,61.
Because we are doing the inverse process than here. In this
profe, yo no
example,
te
espérate,
escucho.
Violeta. Violeta, pero ahí sí yo no sé qué hacer, Violeta. Porque los demás sí me están escuchando.
Es el wifi de Violeta, creo.
Es probablemente eso, porque eso pasa, eso le pasa a muchos. El Wi-Fi se
Probablemente.
les va desconectando, entonces pues se entrecorta. Pero los
¿El
demás sí me
fondo?
están escuchando
Con
bien.
azul, con ese.
Listo, apaguen los micrófonos, por favor, Samuel.
Profe, yo no te escucho.
Ya sé, Violeta, pero no puedo hacer nada por ti porque es cosa de tu conexión, Violeta.
Profe, que no te está escuchando.
Y Samuel parece que tampoco. A ver. Yes, exactly. The other people listens to me, so that means it's not my connection, it's hers. Okay, but Jorge, here we are doing the opposite. Perdón, ay, Dios mío, ¿qué hice? Here we are doing the opposite than here, because in this, we had the two figures. We had the measures of the two figures, so we divided to find the similarity ratio. But in this case, we only have one figure, and we have
Olvídalo, profe, ya sé por
and
qué
we
no te
have the
escucho.
proportionality ratio. We have the proportionality ratio. So What is the opposite operation than this one? This is division. The opposite operation is multiplication. That is why using the multiplication, the proportionality ratio, and the sides of the original figure, we find the measures of the new figure, which is going to be similar, like we saw, well, like we saw here. We created a triangle with 6, 9, and 8.83. Aquí es 82, pero es porque el programa aproxima. And we measured the angles and we confirmed that they are similar because the angles, the corresponding angles, are exactly the same. Right, Jorge?
Ahí vamos, Asian.
Hypomosation, okay.
Teacher,
Teacher, bueno,
Tell me.
ahora,
Violeta y luego Laura.
ok.
teach. Pasa que tuve un problemita, una confusión y no hay nada de lo que explicaste.
Vale, Violeta. Esto está grabado, Violeta, pero básicamente, okay, basically, remember, we had the original figure. Ay, Dios mío. Apaguen los micrófonos que estoy hablando, por favor, un momento.
Profe, Jorge está,
¿Quién
está
está
viendo un
viendo
video de
televisor?
Jorge,
Jorge,
cállate,
videos de
Peter.
YouTube. Ponga atención a la clase.
Jorge, a
Es
ver,
cierto,
Peter
chicos.
B.
Vamos a hacer una cosa,
Deje de ver
chicos.
parkour.
Y por favor, nadie habla.
Yo estoy bien.
Gracias. ¿Sí? Porque una cosa es participar y otra cosa es, pues, generar un montón de interferencia. Y cuando muchos hablan a la vez, eso es lo que pasa, nadie se entiende. Cuando no me escuchen, ¿listo? Cuando no me escuchen y sean varios los que no me escuchan, eso quiere decir que probablemente el problema es de mi conexión. Pues una persona habla, ¿vale? Nadie te escucha, pero si es solo una persona, como en el caso de Violeta, pues me escribe. Y por favor, si era un problema tuyo de conexión y listo, bueno, vale, pero no, la idea no es empezar a interrumpir y hacer que yo repita lo mismo 6 y 5 veces, ¿vale? Sí, yo sé que es un concepto súper difícil, es difícil, entiendo, es difícil, por eso lo estoy repitiendo, ¿vale? Pero no vamos a empezar a interrumpirnos y decir no entiendo, como hacemos en clase, porque ustedes son así en clase, eh, para que no me dejen ni terminar una explicación. Además, tengan en cuenta que esto siempre se está grabando. Ustedes pueden verlo aquí. Está grabando y yo siempre les he enviado los links. Claro, me demoro un rato porque tengo que descargarlo, luego subirlo a YouTube, luego enviar el link, pero siempre están. Entonces, de la explicación no se van a perder porque aquí sí queda bien en el video. ¿Vale? Una vez más. Here we had the original figure, which was this one. But we didn't, no teníamos the other one, and we wanted to create a similar figure. So here are the sides. 2 is this one, 3 is this, and 3.61 is this, you see. And Nicolas very kindly selected the number 3 to use a similarity ratio. It could be 5, it could be 1, it could be 90, but Nicolas wanted the 3, so we are going to use the 3 in this opportunity, no problem, right? So we multiply the sides by that proportionality or similarity ratio, and we get these results. So we constructed a triangle with those measures. 6, mira, 9, espérate que está por allá metida, 9, míralo, and 10.83. This is 10.82, but it's because the program approximates rounds. Entonces seguramente lo aproximó hacia abajo, but it's that measure. And we created that triangle. What happens? That they are similar. How do we confirm it? Because of the angles. The angles measure the same. Questions? No, okay, thank you. That's great. It's better. I know it's a difficult concept. I understand, no problem. If I have to repeat, I will repeat, no problem at all. Right? Okay, perfect. That's good. I'm really happy about it. And if you have questions, please really talk. Talk right now, and I will give you the word. Okay, and you can do it with every figure, but we do it for now with the triangles because triangles only have three sides, so it is easier and faster. But that works for squares, for rhomboids, for trapeziums, for hexagons, for any kind of polygon. Yes, to create a similar figure, we use this. We use those properties, the proportionality ratio, and we confirm by measuring the angles. Exactly, Juan Esteban. Two classes for only one concept. Mhm. Thank you, Nico. So I know that I have been talking a lot of homothesis, but we have not. But I have not show you an homothesis. I am going to show it to you, but for now we are going
Teacher,
to keep
I
talking
can hear
about
you.
similarity.
Profe, ahora mismo no te escucho nada.
¿Qué acabé de decir? Thank you. Esta no es. It's this one. Les voy a mostrar una homotesia solo para que la vean. Después la trabajamos bien a fondo. These kids is a homotesi. In an homotesi, you have a figure and you have a focal point. Miren el puntico. So, using a proportionality ratio, la expanden, como que la proyectan, okay? You project the figure and the result is exactly similar. Yes, but we will see that later in another class, because right now I care more that you can understand the concept of similarity, proportionality, to work later with homothesis. No problem. We don't have to rush. No vamos a correr. ¿Vale? So, kids, what do you have to do in the following 10 minutes? This was the practice activity that I wanted you to do, but I think that you don't have enough time because I wanted to do it. I wanted you to do it with stick papers, o sea, con papel cortado y que lo armaran en físico, que unieran los papelitos, pero eso se demora mucho. So, what are you going to do? You are going to draw a triangle in your notebook. So, let me write it to you in the chat. You are going to draw a triangle in the notebook. Notebook. Uy, perdón por las mayúsculas. Then you have to measure in the notebook. Measure the sides. Later, you are going to select, se la van a inventar, es la que ustedes quieran. That is a number, ration, ratio. Es un número que ustedes quieran. And next, you are going to find so ration, porque escribo con la N. So after you measure and you select, you multiply those numbers. You multiply every side by,
Teacher.
espérate, déjame terminar. You multiply every side by the proportionality ratio and you get the results. You are not going to construct that triangle. We are going to confirm that next class here in GeoGebra. Because if you do it in the notebook, maybe you do it a little bit offset, se equivocan un poquito y pues en GeoGebra es más fácil corregir eso, ¿vale? Okay, yes, I will explain again. So draw a triangle in the notebook. Please use ruler. Yes. No escriba nada, porfa. Look, draw the triangle. Measure the sides. Midan los lados. ¿Vale? Select a similarity ratio. O sea, escojan un número. And then you have to multiply the measures by that number.
Teacher, one question.
Tell me, Nicolás. Any, Lico. Tú te escogiste el 3 porque se te ocurrió.
Yes.
Así es lo mismo. Pero pues no van a ser con el 3. ¿Listo? So you measure, you select the similarity ratio, you multiply the measures by the similarity ratio. And you send me the results. You send me the original measures, the similarity ratio, and the results in Phidias, please. So next class that we talk about geometry, I am going to take some of your results and I am going to construct it here in GeoGebra and we will see if the two figures, the original and the new one with the two results, are similar. Eso es lo que van a hacer. Is it clear, kids?
Teacher.
Les voy a poner esto en el Padlet, ¿listo?
Teacher.
Tell me. Tell me, ask.
We need to, yes, we need to, the example that you do in GeoGebra, that we need to do the same process with any fig with
a triangle that you.
we need to do exactly the same that you do.
Teacher.
Yes.
Okay.
Teacher,
Tell
I
me,
have
Nico.
a question.
Okay.
Espera, Nico y luego Javier.
This is the second nota.
No, no es nota, chicos. Yo les
Pues
digo
vamos
cuando
a
haya
la
nota.
otra.
Next cycle.
Ok.
Ay, perdón que no he subido la primera. Tranquilos, ya la subo hoy.
¿Y
O
hoy
mañana.
te lo medimos? ¿Hoy te lo enviamos, profe?
Porfa, sí, eso lo alcanzan a hacer en 10
Profe,
minutos.
¿cuál es la primera? ¿Cuál es la primera, profe?
¿Cuál primera?
Estoy
Mía.
perdida. La primera nota.
La de Alex de ayer.
Profe, podemos
pero eso sí cierra
contar
el viernes.
centímetros
Háganme
como
un
si
favor a
fueran
micrófonos.
cubitos.
Ahora hola Javier.
Okay. I don't
Tell
know
me,
how
Javier.
to say it in English, so I will tell it
Okay,
in
tell me.
Spanish. Profe, podemos contar en vez de centímetros cubitos.
Cuadritos me parece bien, pero me especifican que la unidad de medida es los cuadritos de su cuaderno, ¿listo?
Ok.
¿Vale?
Profe, ¿puedo hablar?
Yes.
Pero la de ayer en Alex dice que se cierra el viernes. La podemos hacer otra, la podemos seguir haciendo, ¿cierto?
Pues ¿tú qué crees, Daniel?
Sí.
Profe,
Claro.
¿ya la vas a publicar? Que no la...
La nota, espérenme, o sea, tranquilos, desde que les haya ido bien, no se preocupen que en algún
Ah,
momento
bueno,
va a estar en estos días. Tranquilos,
estaba
no se estresen por eso.
Estaba fácil.
Yo
No
me
se
saqué
preocupen.
10.
Yo
Tell me,
también estaba
¿quién tiene preguntas?
Estaba muy fácil.
Yo también.
Teacher, you going to
Estaba
publish
fácil.
the activity in Padlet?
Ya la puse en Padlet, mira. Perdón, y hasta con los errores de mayúsculas y todo, vea, chicos.
F
Ahí
por los
está,
que
para que no
sacaron
se...
10. Ah, pues.
¿Ok? Eso es sencillo. Y la próxima clase que veamos Geometry confirmamos si les quedó bien o no. ¿Vale? Thank you very much, kids. I didn't expect the class to last the whole 2 hours, but that happens when you have to teach a lot of
Eh,
times the same thing. But no
ok,
problem.
teacher. Las enviarte hasta las 4, ¿cierto?
Antes de la siguiente clase.
Ok.
Oh, ¿saben qué? La próxima vez que hagamos Geometry, les doy el tiempo.
Ah, bueno.
Eso se demora 10 minutos, ¿vale? Para que no tengan que hacer nada fuera del horario especificado, ¿vale?
Gracias,
Sí,
profe.
¿vale? Entonces se conectan, pero se conectan a la hora que es, ¿listo? Y yo les doy esos 10 minutos.
Ok. Buena, profe.
Ok, chao chicos, gracias y perdón por demorarnos tanto.
Chao, no importa, profe.
Chao,
Bye bye.
Chao,
Chao,
profe.
profe.
Chao.
chao.
Thanks a lot.
Goodbye,
Bye.
teacher.
Chao,
Chao,
profe.
profe.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye
Chao,
bye.
profe, gracias por la clase. Que tengas un
Chao,
feliz
profe.
día
Gracias por
igual
la
a todos.
clase.
Desorden,
Bye.
mejor escriban. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, teacher.
Thank
Te
you.
vaya bien.
Reunión de departamento. Ay, no puede ser.
Bueno, chao, profe.
Bye,
Chao,
Thanks for
Daniela.
the
profe.
class.
Bye bye. Adiós.
Adiós.
Chao, Carlitos. Chao, Nico. Jesucristo. Dios mío. Bueno, vamos a ver. Fue una clase bien dura.